Hey there, guys. I believe it's going to be Wednesday morning, the 29th. Um, anyway, we're going to go ahead and get started with the equations and inequalities. We're going to be sprinkling in the expressions unit. If you took the test, it was tough because we started online and we had a lot of struggles with that. So we're going to continue to review those things, but we need to keep rolling with equations and inequalities. So this is the new packet. If you're absent, the packet is in the folder, and today's lesson, just 3 pages, would be in today's Schoology page. But I would recommend just printing those 3 pages out. Vital that you show your work. If you don't show your work today, you're not getting credit because that is all part of the equations. Let's go ahead and flip the page and get into this thing. And let's have some fun here with this unit. This is another tough unit because it's a lot of pre-algebra here, okay? All right, so what is an equation, all right? So an equation, all right, uses an equal sign. It uses an equal sign. So when we set this up, one side is going to be equal to the other, all right? So really it's 2 expressions that are equal. They're equal, okay? So if we slide down here a little bit, this side is equal to this. And these are pretty easy expressions. I get it. We're going to be able to do a lot of these mentally, but I'm still going to ask you to show your work on the homework. So what number minus 2 is 7? X equals 9. Why? Because 9 minus 2 is 7. What number plus 6 is 8? Sorry, that's a K. K is 2 because 6 plus 2 is 8. You're getting the idea of this, right? First lesson always is an easy one. 9 equals W plus 4. What number plus 5 is 4? Is 9. So W equals 4 because 9 equals 4 plus 5. I got to slow down. 10 equals what number minus 7? So P is going to equal 13 because 10 equals 13 minus 3. 2 equals 8 minus A. A is going to equal 6 because 2 equals 8 minus 6. So this side is equal to this side. These all have an equal sign. That makes them an equation. Both sides are equal. There's 2 expressions there, essentially, right? So when we look at that, we have to understand that. Now, one of the biggest things that you're going to see in this unit is the equations above are called one-step equations and also can be called solved using the inverse operation. So you know this. The opposite of addition is subtraction. And the opposite of multiplication, is division. All right? So those are called the inverse operations. So to solve an equation, we have to work backwards. All right? We have to work backwards and do the opposite operation. Okay? Okay, so I'm going to switch to a pencil here. I wanted to write those notes in ink, and let's start here with this. Okay? What number minus 3 is 4? Well, what number is 5? But what I want you to do is draw a balance beam on these. And I want you to do the inverse operation. All right? This side cancels out. What's left is X. 4 plus 3 is 7. And I think I misspoke there. 7 minus 3 is 4. Okay? And if you wanted to check it, 7 minus 3 is 4, which you should do. Next one, balance beam. The opposite of minus 8 is plus 8. What we do to one side, we're going to do to the other. Let me pull this up a little bit. This side just has K. 15 plus 8 is 23. Bring your equal down and circle it. So let's check it. 15 equals 23 minus 8. And that makes sense. So we're doing the opposite operation of subtraction is addition. Okay, let's flip it over and continue our path here. Okay, so you have to draw these balance beams. If you're not going to do the work, you're not going to receive credit. Balance beam, the opposite of subtraction is addition. N comes down. 4 plus 10 is 14, and circle it. The opposite of subtraction is addition. 27 plus 9 is 36. And there you have it. Okay? Now, we're going to go into the subtraction property of equality. We just performed the addition property of equality. So we did the inverse operation of subtraction. Here we're going to do the inverse operation of addition. So we're going to subtract from both sides. Okay? So let's go ahead and balance beam it up. We're going to minus 5 from both sides. This equals x. 5 minus 5 is 0. You could put a 0 there, but it's really not needed. 16 minus 5 is 11. So let's check it. 11 plus 5 is 16, and that makes sense. I always like to circle my final solution for the variable. Okay? Next up, and I'm breaking pencils left and right here. Subtract 9, r is over here. 13 minus 9 is 4. Does 13 equal 9 plus 4? Yup, we're in good shape. Remember, variables are always lowercase. Okay? I would have you go ahead and do the rest of these and pause the video. I'm going to continue working so that you can check your work, okay? So now we're going to mix up both the subtraction property of equality and the addition property of equality. Here we go. So let's balance beam. Subtract 3 because it's a positive 3. Subtract 3. M comes down. That equals 12, right? 3 plus 12 is 15. It works. Balance beam, subtract 6 from both sides. W comes down. 34 minus 6 is 28. Circle it. Does 28 plus 6 equal 34? Yes. These are a balance. This is an equation because this side equals this side. They will get harder. Add 8, N comes down, 14. 14 minus 8 is 6, and it works. On equations, you just have to put your head down and work. You have to do the process, all right, to understand the problem. Okay, let's balance beam here. Subtract 9, A comes down. 17 minus 9 is 8. Circle it. 8 plus 9 is 17. Makes sense. I'm going to slide this down a little bit, and here we go. Balance beam. Subtract 14, Z comes down. 16 minus 14 is 2, and we circle it. Balance beam. Add 13, K comes down. 7 plus 13 is 20, and we circle it. Down here, we're going to do the subtraction property of equality. That means we're going to add 13 to both sides. F comes down. 16 plus 13 is 29. And you'll notice sometimes I check it and sometimes I don't. And all right, that is not required, but this is. Okay? Balance beam, subtract 16, R comes down. 25 minus the 16 is 9, and R equals 9. Balance beam. Subtract 18, subtract 18, y comes down. 51 minus 18 is 33. And this is a bigger number, so I'm going to check it. Does this make sense? Well, 8 and 3 is 11, carry the 1. Yep, that works for me. So sometimes I check, and to be honest, sometimes I don't. Last one, add 7, h comes down. 9 plus 7 is 16, and circle it. Okay? So pretty easy start to the unit. That was the teaching part. You're going to see this page. This is not homework, but what is homework is this page, 1 to 18. Make sure that you show your work with balance beams, okay? Have a good day, guys. I'll see you.